Good evening and welcome to Frankfort High School tonight, part of our coverage here on the ISC Sports Network. It is IHSAA girls basketball action featuring the Frankfort Hot Dogs as they play host to county rival, the Clinton Prairie Gophers. You see the records on your screen, the Gophers coming in at 3-16, Frankfort at 1-18 on the season. But when these two teams get together, you throw the records out the window because rivalry week is upon us. Not only are the Gophers and the Hot Dogs squaring off, but live right now on Peacock, the Boilermakers and the Hoosiers are getting it on down in Beantown. Tonight's game brought to us by Davis Comfort Solutions, providing residential and commercial HVAC installation, repair, and maintenance in central Indiana. By the Frankfort Eagles. They are people helping people. By Day and Ginna Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. Healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By FiberHawk, fast, affordable FiberHawk, and the Farmers Bank. Let's grow. Joined by my broadcast partner tonight, fellow hot dog Doug Wood. I'm Sean Walker. We're excited to be bringing this one to you this evening. Doug, before we get into tonight's matchup, I want to tell you, Saturday night was an absolute pleasure to watch you guys play in here as part of the Blue Chips game. What was that like for you? What kind of memories are you going to take from that game?
I mean, it was really a surreal experience. Growing up, you hear how back in the day, Case Arena was always packed out, and, you know, it's the history of Frankfort basketball. And I felt like that was truly a blast in the past to 30 years ago, and what it was like here in Frankfort. It was really cool to play in front of a packed-out arena.
Tonight's pregame show brought to us by the healthy communities of Clinton County. We're making the healthy choice the easy choice. Let's talk about our keys to victory tonight, brought to us by Davis Comfort Solutions. Doug, what do these two teams need to do to be successful? Turnovers
is the biggest thing. You got to hold on to the ball. Ball security is big. You got to be able to get a shot every single possession if you want a chance to win. Matching physicality. I know both these teams like to play physical, so whoever can come out and be the more physical team has a better chance to win. And then foul trouble. Both teams got to stay out of foul trouble, keep their best players on the court tonight.
The Gophers turn the ball over 24 times a game, the Hot Dogs 26. So that is going to be a huge key to watch for here tonight. And I agree, foul trouble. This is a very aggressive Clinton Prairie squad, but they've been known, especially the Wilsons, getting foul trouble over the course of the season. It's hampered their ability to keep their starters on the floor. What about, let's see, what about a player to watch tonight? Let's talk about that. Who are you looking out for here for either team?
I'm watching out for Frankfort is Vanessa Rodardo, their leading scorer. When she plays well, they typically play well as a team. And then for Prairie, it's Hailey Wilson, the point guard. She's got to take care of the ball tonight and get to the rim and get some points for Prairie.
These two teams know each other very, very well, and they're about to tip things off here on a regular season matchup here on a very cold Tuesday night in Indiana. Single-digit temperatures this evening. There's a great shot of Ed Niehaus. Kudos to him helping facilitate that Blue Chips game that was in here on Saturday night. And it feels like a really quick turnaround, right? We had Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday. School closed today because of temperature. So we still are rocking the Dolphin Dome. You still see Western University out there on the floor.
Yeah, it was weird coming into practice, seeing the Dolphin Dome still in effect. But I assume that will be taken apart here soon.
Two familiar opponents tip things off when we return. It's Matt Crawford and his Lady Hot Dogs taking on Coach Kel Morris and his Lady Gophers right here on the ISC Sports Network when we return.
Frankfort Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclincounty.org.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
Tonight's IHSA girls basketball game takes place right here at Frankfort High School, beautiful Case Arena, the court that John Milholland's name resides on. You see the signature there. Don't be trying to forge any checks, Doug. Don't get any bad ideas here. Just letting you know. First up, our starting lineups for these Clinton Prairie Gophers and head coach Cal Morris, who's in his second season at the helm. And starting for them will be Haven Wilson, Sadie Welliver, Abby Swan, Hailey Wilson, and Taylor Morgan. The Gophers finally getting everyone back and getting healthy again, as both Haven Wilson and Abby Swan have missed significant time this season, and I know that's definitely hurt them. And 3-18 is not something that you normally see out of this Gopher ball club. This has been a team that has won a lot of games over the last few years, though.
Yeah, they've changed a lot from last year. They graduated 3 really important seniors, so it's kind of been they're trying to grow the program right now. They're in a struggle year, but I'd expect them to get back on track here soon.
For the Frankfort Hot Dogs, their starting lineup tonight looks a lot like it has for the last few games. Ashley Vasquez Rivera, Daisy Santos Valdez, Ella McAtee, Syra Flores, and Vanessa Guardado. You talked about Guardado being a player to watch here for Frankfort. The one that I'm circling is Ella McAtee. I think that her being able to take care of the basketball and handle that pressure tonight is going to be huge. I was looking at her numbers, and if there's one hiccup in her game, it's that she turns the ball over a lot, and they really need her to protect the eggs, right?
Yeah, turnovers are a massive key in tonight's game, really in every single game.
Yeah.
If you can hold on to the ball, you got a good chance to win. But, yeah, she's the point guard. She's the one that's heading the offense up, so she's got to take care of it tonight.
Officials tonight, brought to us by Aaron's Flooring, are none other than Drew Frawley, Robert Pruitt, and Zach Barnes. I thank Aaron's Flooring for their sponsorship of tonight's broadcast. And actually, I noticed a little bit of a change in the starting lineup for the Gophers out there as the senior, number 5, Emma Nash, will get the start. As Taylor Morgan, is not in the starting lineup here tonight. So the freshman will come off the bench. She'll bring her 7 points per contest with her. Swan looks to jump things up against Guardado down or in the center circle there, right on top of the Dolphin.
Getting this one underway.
Tip goes the Gophers' way first. Hailey Wilson with the basketball. Taking care of the ball, important. We talked about both teams needing to do so. Hailey, one of those players as well that's got to protect the rock. She turns it over almost 7 times per game. Welliver to Nash. So he's swinging her out. Sadie finds Hailey cutting down the lane and left hand up and in.
Really nice cut by Hailey Wilson there. It looked like Prairie was struggling to get the ball inside on that 2-3. Got a nice cut by Hailey to get 2 points.
Frankfort gets it ahead to McAtee. Down the lane, a little too strong on her first attempt. Flores no, and then Nash and Flores tie up, and jump ball gives possession to the Hot Dogs. Looked like he whistled a foul there for a second.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Oh, nice pass in. Going to get 2 shots.
Guardado is definitely a mismatch tonight here going up against this Gopher squad.
That was really just kind of a simple play. They didn't run anything, just caught really Prairie sleeping. Just threw a nice little bounce pass in and got a quick foul on Abby Swan.
Guardado misses her first free throw attempt here. Important points coming from the line tonight for a team that wants to keep pace, and now we've got a lane violation here, so going to get another shot. A Swan left early.
That's something that, as a coach, it really kind of bugs you. Just a simple mistake gives Frankfort another chance, and going to capitalize on that, gets a point.
2-1, so circle that. If this ends up being a 1-point game later, could be a key part. Frankfort playing a zone defense. Very good ball movement from the Gophers early. That shot too strong from Swan.
Got Prairie kind of trapping. It's a zone, but they're trapping when they get that ball on the sideline there. So Frankfort's got to make sure they keep the ball secure.
They're imploring the defense that we've seen from them in prior years that kind of comes from the boys program with Peckinpah and what that Gophers boys basketball team likes to run. The defense that the girls team ran for the last couple of years, and even Coach Kel Morris in his first season. This is the first time I've seen them really start out and use it in our coverage this year. Had the benefit of seeing these two teams a lot, which is a good thing.
It's a big county rivalry. I know this is my first time seeing Prairie this year, but I've called multiple other games. Excited to see them face off.
Guardado gets partially blocked by Swan. Here comes Haven Wilson. Still a 2-1 affair. Well over to Haven. Nash. That one rims out. Tough part about playing zone defense is rebounding out of that zone, Doug.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, but Frankfort gets a steal here.
Flores dumps it off. Too strong on the glass again. And Guardado steps on the line there, but we're seeing some good hustle out of the Dogs early.
Yeah, but going back to that rebounding part, out of the zone, you don't have what you call a man. So it's kind of hard to find somebody to box out when you don't have someone that you know that you're guarding.
We saw you guys take advantage of that last Friday night against Western Boone when they went to their zone defense. You guys started crashing the offensive glass.
Yeah, the zone defense has its perks, but it also has its difficulties as well.
Guardado spins into a double team, finds McAtee. Her first 3 attempt is off the mark. So far early, we've seen some pretty clean basketball, and as far as turnovers are concerned. Get a foul here. Ashley Vasquez Rivera picks up her first foul.
Prairie just kind of working it around here so they can find something in the middle. But really active hands by Ashley there.
Jumper for Welliver. This one off the mark. Rebound for Flores. Now McAtee. It's a 2-on-3 break, and Hailey Wilson just took it away from her. She'll back it out and reset.
Tell you what, Hailey Wilson's got some speed on her. She looked like LeBron James chasing down Iguodala there.
double dribble called against the Gophers. Turnover gives the ball back to Frankfort. This portion of our broadcast brought to us by the Frankfort Eagles. They've been serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. The Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort.
Nice ball movement.
Great ball movement, Ellen McAtee.
That's what Frankfort's got to do tonight. If they can beat that press, get some easy layups, it'll force Prairie to have to lay back off the press.
I just heard Forrest. He's in the building somewhere.
Tell you what, might have been 5,000 people here on last Saturday night, but I could still hear Forrest very clearly.
This shot off the mark by Morgan. She just checked in a moment ago, the freshman. McAtee gets stripped there. Ball stays Frankfort's way.
A lot of contact there. Coach Crawford wanted a foul, but not going to get it.
30-second timeout taken by Clinton Prairie and Coach Kel Morris, and that allows us to thank the South Fork Restaurant. You can dine in or carry out. The South Fork Restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials, fresh, never frozen whole catfish, hand-battered tenderloins, and award-winning onion rings. The kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. You can join them at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry or visit southforkpub.com for the latest menu options. It's right across the street from work, so it's hard to not venture over there a few times a week
Yeah.
and take part in that. As you can see, it leads to my fantastic figure. Thank you for not joking or laughing there. Coach Morris took that early timeout halfway through the first quarter. Frankfort had a nice inbounds a moment ago. Let's see what they run here.
Trying to get Vanessa back the ball, and she got it. A nice little jump shot. It looks like a lot of their inbounds plays are designed for Vanessa to get a look somehow, being their leading scorer.
We'll get a foul here. It's going to be on Ashley Vasquez Rivera, and we talked about foul trouble. That's one thing for her. She's very active with her hands. Unfortunately, sometimes that leads to fouls for her.
She's typically more prone to fouls just because she is very active on that 2-3 zone.
Butler has it knocked away momentarily and then throws it off the foot of Flores. It'll stay Gophers ball. Frankfort looked really good the other night, Doug, against Western Boone in that varsity doubleheader up till about halftime. They had a lead 20-19 at the half. That third quarter, man, Western Boone came out and it looked like a different game at that point. But I was really impressed with Frankfort and how they played in that first half.
I tell you what, if I was coach, I'd go back and watch that film and show the team, hey, this is how you should play all game, that first half. And then you go back and look at that second half and just see some things that you can fix that you stopped doing that you were doing in the first half. Because they looked really good against Western Boone.
A pass at the feet of McAtee. Right as I was getting ready to comment how crisp the passing has been for Frankfort. We get a whistle here, and they're going to get called the foul against the Gophers. Reached by Wilson that time. Shockley comes in. She's wearing that Rip Hamilton mask. He was, he got a busted nose and then wore it for the rest of his career. And again, they go to Guardado on an inbounds play. She earns another trip to the foul line.
Hey, if you start playing with that mask, you might as well just keep it on, even if you don't need it, right?
Right.
Superstitious.
Kind of look like a superhero out there a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Guardado's so active here in the first quarter already. That's her 4th point. Haven Wilson, she picked up her 2nd foul, and that's something we talked about was one of your keys to victory, staying out of foul trouble, and she'll head to the bench early here in the first.
Big free throws from Vanessa there.
Guardado averaging 7 points per game. She's got 5 already here in the first quarter. Could be a good breakout game for Guardado. Gophers to move it around the perimeter. Morgan puts it on the deck. Got bodied by Flores. Loose ball here.
Man, there's something slick on that ball. He's going all around the place.
Somebody rolled that ball in Crisco before they threw it out there today. Don't get it too close to a flame. We might have fried basketball. Oh, look at the hustle, though. Players diving everywhere.
You love to see it.
Guardado that time throws to the corner, and cheerleader got plunked. Got to keep your head on a swivel.
Nice little replay of that there.
Thankfully, she didn't get plunked too hard.
We don't want any concussions.
I always think back to the game where the lady's on her phone and she's got her glasses down on the ball. They show it super slow-mo. This one out of bounds, back to Frankfort.
Frankfort is being really active on defense right now. Kind of winning that, what we talked about, physicality. They look like the more physical team right now.
Not backing down at all from this Clinton Prairie Gopher squad. There's McAtee in the corner, a little ball fake. That one knocked away by Morgan. Shockley with it. Get it to the senior in Nash. Taylor Morgan is not shy as a freshman for these Gophers.
She's a big player for them. She can get going tonight. They got a good chance of winning this game.
We get a foul on the floor here, whistled against Frankfort. We're going to get Syra Flores.
So far, the fouls are even, 3 apiece.
Abby Swan checks back in for the Gophers. Go ahead.
But both teams got a player with 2 fouls. So
for sure.
Foul trouble is coming into play here.
Ava Shockley checks in. She's got the mask rocking. She knocks down her first jumper. McAtee thought about the 3 momentarily. That through the hands of McAtee. Out of bounds, Gophers basketball. Now for more than 30 years, the Indy Card Exchange has been your trusted source for buying and selling trading cards of all kinds. And they are refining the game of professional grading with consultation services to save you time and money. Visit IndyCardExchange.com for more information. See how you can make money off your collection. Shockley might have got away with sliding that pivot foot there. No whistle. Swan, baseline jumper, too strong there. We've seen 2 shots from Swan. Both of them have been long. She missed about a month of basketball with a foot injury, so she's just trying to find her rhythm.
And that's a big thing in basketball, is just all rhythm. And once you get in a rhythm, I mean, it feels like everything goes in. But once you're out of that rhythm, it feels like you can't make a shot in the ocean. So she's got to get back to getting in rhythm, getting a feel of things.
She has been in double figures in both games that they had posted since her return. McAtee going to draw the foul here. Morgan took a pretty good swipe at it. Under 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. McAtee misses the first. She goes 1 of 2 at the line. I didn't want to put any jinx on her. They wiped that one away. And evidently a violation against.
Might have stepped over the line. I wasn't really looking.
So it remains a 1-point game for now. Shockley off. Nash on the offensive glass. And now with 3 seconds on the clock. Frankfort will have another opportunity to maybe steal some momentum going into the second. It'll be Guardado to inbound here. Throws towards center court. It's stolen. Wilson's got to get it up. She beats the buzzer but can't get it to drop, and our score after 1. 7-6, Frankfort on top of Clinton Prairie. Back with second quarter action on the ISC Sports Network right after this.
At Day and Gannett Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Day and Gannett Funeral Home, putting family first.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
If you've experienced a loss or you're just planning in advance, Day and Gannett Funeral Homes want you to know they're there for you every step of the way. Planning a funeral is an emotional and sometimes overwhelming thing, and having the right information can definitely make things easier. At Day and Ginda Funeral Home, it's their mission to serve families in their time of need and welcome any questions they may have. For more information about the services Day and Ginda Funeral Home offers, please visit dayandginda.com. Good first quarter. Pretty much an even battle to start things out, Doug, 7-6.
Yeah, just what we expected. No, it's a county rivalry, so both teams are going to come out and play hard and kind of even matchup right now.
Both teams trying to grind it out. This one thrown out of bounds as the official does his best Matrix imitation there to get out of the way.
Like dodgeball.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, Doug. Substitution here for Frankfort. Evelyn Vasquez Bautista. She had a nice game the other night against Western Boone. She had 3 points in that game, 5 rebounds. Off the bench, giving good solid minutes to these hot dogs. Flores. Good pass to McAtee. Good ball movement.
Just a little strong in the layup, but a really good look for Frankfort.
Gophers working it around this zone. Welliver draws the shot. Last touch by Swan. Hot Dogs basketball.
One thing to watch out for is Prairie plays in a very small gym, so the shooting depth perception is going to be
different,
way
for sure.
off. I've noticed it seems like Prairie's shooting long on almost all their shots right now.
That shot off the mark, but Guardado there on the offensive glass. She's got her first bucket in the second quarter.
Really nice offensive rebound by Vanessa there.
7 of Frankfort's 9 points by Guardado. And you said, Doug, you might have to, I don't know if you're old enough yet, but you might have to buy a lottery ticket on the way home. You said Guardado's the player to watch for Frankfort. So far, that is coming to fruition. Morgan, that one just a little short. And there was Vasquez Bautista, the senior for Frankfort. He's been earning a lot more minutes of late. Flores turns around and says, I'm open. I'm going to let her fly.
Just about went in there. It was a good look.
Wilson down the lane. Hits the deck pretty hard here.
Kind of weaving through traffic there. Got tripped up by Flores. And that's her second foul, so that's a big one for Frankfort.
Hiley rubbing that elbow. Hiley Wilson on the season, a 53% free throw shooter. She had a field goal back in the first quarter. She got 3 points here tonight. Leads the Gophers in scoring this year, a little over 7 points per contest. Has teammate and freshman Taylor Morgan by 1/10 of a point right now. Wilson leaves this one short, but very quickly goes after the basketball. Creates a jump ball here, but it gives the ball to the Hot Dogs.
Really active hands from Hiley Wilson there. I don't think Ella McAtee knew she was around and just turned right into her.
That's one thing I've always said about the Wilson sisters is you don't have to try to coach their giddy up. They bring the giddy up with them every game. They're ready to go. Very competitive. From an energy standpoint, they're going to give you everything they got every night. Swan goes baseline. She's had a quiet night so far offensively. That pass at the feet of Haven Wilson.
That's going to be her third.
Yeah, and Haven picks up number 3.
Really just trying to get overzealous there. It looks like didn't even need to do that. Now she's going to have to likely sit the bench for the rest of the half.
One thing about the aggressiveness of those two is occasionally it leads to foul trouble for them. But I've seen Haven this season alone try to save a basketball at Clinton Prairie and end up about 8 rows as she just ran up the bleachers.
Yeah.
McEntee picks up her dribble for a teammate. Find Daisy Santos Valdez. Guardado. Vasquez Batista gets blocked by the underside of the backboard. Here comes Morgan. Slips the defender and lays it in. We're all knotted up at 9.
Really nice move, especially for a freshman.
Frankfort doing a much better job here later in the season with this pressure. That one rims out from McEntee. Flores can't get one to drop. You can see she's frustrated with herself, Doug.
Battling hard on the boards, though, giving her team some extra looks.
She had 8 points and 9 rebounds against Western Boone on Friday. Guardado trying to look ahead, and Hailey Wilson right there reading the defense, or reading the offense, playing some defense. That time Swan's shot just a little short.
Her shot seems just a little off tonight. I don't know if it's because it is Case Marina or what, but it seems like she just seems a little off.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County want you to know that they are committed to reducing the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities, by decreasing stigma and encouraging policy, system, and environmental changes. The vision of Healthy Communities is to make the healthy choice the easy choice. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org. It's also brought to us by Davis Comfort Solutions. They understand your comfort is important and want you to be comfortable with every aspect of your service. Along with having a team of highly experienced technicians, Davis Comfort Solutions will strive to be your go-to when it comes to your home, shop, or business's heating and cooling needs. For more info, visit them online at daviscomfortsolutions.com. Cue the jingle. Davis Comfort Solutions. I didn't sing that, by the way, if you can tell.
I hate to say it, Sean, but I just happened to look at the IU score, and IU's down 19 points right now.
Down 19 at home against the Boilermakers. Unfortunately, I had a feeling that was a possibility this year. I was really hoping that they could hang with them. We'll see. It's still a lot of basketball.
There's still a chance, but IU basketball is not what it was last year.
Nope.
Kind of a rebuilding year, I guess you could say, but the fans in B-Town will not like to hear that word, rebuild. Although nowadays with NIL, there really is no rebuilding. You can get a completely new team in 1 year.
For sure.
Nice play from Syra Flores there.
Flores gets her first field goal on the putback. Again, working that glass and finally gets one to drop. You know, with NIL and pay to play and all that stuff, it's kind of ironic that we just had the Blue Chips game in here, right? That was kind of the whole premise of the movie. Flores can't get the free throw to go. We had Anthony Hall in the building on Saturday night, the point shaver himself.
Really cool. Got to talk to him before the game. One of the nicest guys I've ever met. So really cool that he came out to support the movie and talk to the community.
You know, we were going to see if he wanted to run a camera or something. I kind of told this joke on Saturday. But if you remember, he was failing TV class in college. So we thought, we're good where we're at. Vasquez Batista comes back into the game, and Vasquez Rivera will check out. That's her third foul.
He was a busy man all night, though. I mean, I don't know how much of the game he got to watch just because talking to so many fans, signing autographs.
He was absolutely great.
Really good guy. So,
if he would have had $1 for every picture somebody asked him to take with him, he would have been a very rich man by the end of the night. Jasmine Rivera going to check in here. Syra Flores will come out because she just picked up number 3. So, Doug, when we were talking about foul trouble at the beginning of the game, it was more tailored towards Clinton Prairie, but we're starting to see it affecting these hot dogs. And I would definitely say that the Gophers are a little bit deeper of a team. Natalie King's in the game for Clinton Prairie. That's not a knock to Frankfort per se. Just if you're going to pick a team that you don't want to see get in foul trouble tonight, it's probably the Frankfort.
Yep.
And, of course, my phone's blowing up with Boilermaker fans letting me know what the score is, as if I didn't already know. Swan checks back in. Welliver comes out. Sadie's had a nice sophomore season and really looking forward to seeing what she can do in the softball diamond this year. As a freshman last year, became the ace for the varsity, and
if you
she'll
can
have three more years of
if
that.
you can be the ace as a freshman, you got a bright future.
Out to King. This one knocked away. They throw it ahead to McAtee, and Morgan able to track it down and take it from her. McAtee doing a good job of playing defense with her feet there and not her hands.
Yep.
Didn't draw a foul. Matter of fact, we're just going to turn that phone on vibrate.
I can hear the dings.
Swan inside for the Gophers. Good ball movement from Clinton Prairie and patience.
Going to get a travel.
Yeah, travel there.
That was really good defense from Vanessa to step up and just stand still. Caused the travel.
Spent a little bit of time in the development league coaching ranks out in the Clinton Prairie program, so some familiar faces on the floor. Out there with Natalie King and Emma Nash, a couple of players that were on my squads back in the day. Abby Swan when I did some softball as well. Once that rain goes through, I'm officially going to feel old because
didn't coach any of the other ones, right?
I didn't coach any of the other ones. You are correct. Morgan, jump shot. Wide right. McAtee might have caught a stinger on the elbow there, got her arm caught.
Yeah. She's kind of flicking her wrist now, so I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it's going to send the Prairie to the line there. It's a fifth foul.
Always afraid when I see those elbow injuries. As a junior at Frankfort High School, I dislocated my elbow down in the old wrestling room here at Frankfort High School.
Never dislocated an elbow. But
Horseplay will get you in trouble, Doug. It's supposed to be a day of scatterball. Instead, it was surgery and all kinds of other stuff for me. Tonight's game is brought to you by Aaron's Flooring, offering luxury vinyl plank, carpet installation, and more. Visit aaronsflooringllc.com or give them a call at 601-4145 for a free quote. We get a timeout, and on that note, we might as well thank the Farmers Bank. You know why? They like helping everyone grow. From business owners running multi-million-dollar companies to first-timers just opening a savings account. They draw on over 140 years of history to honor the principles of personal connection and individual attention that have been there since the founding in 1876. And that's why you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 11-9, Frankfort on top of Clinton Prairie. Here in the second quarter, make sure you stay tuned, and approximately 90 seconds from now, Doug and I will have a halftime show for you. We'll give you our thoughts on the first half, recap the scoring, show you some highlights.
Been a fun one so far. Hopefully we can keep that going the rest of the game.
Just got a message here that says, don't look at your phone. IU looks terrible and foul trouble galore. It's embarrassing. I think you are watching the better game. And by the way, Doug is doing a great job with you.
Well, I appreciate
that. So there you go. You've got fans. 11-10.
That one is going to be a little high. speaking of that Frankfort bench, I've seen 2 players for Frankfort that normally don't get varsity minutes that are in now, Rachel Garcia and Jasmine Rivera. So the foul trouble is definitely affecting Frankfort.
Good opportunity for those girls to earn some more playing time, though, as the season starts to wind down. Swan inside, goes Glass and gets her first field goal, or her second field goal, excuse me. She's got 4.
I believe that's Prairie's first lead since they were up 2-0.
This one, last touch by the Hot Dogs. Gophers basketball, no, we're going to have a conversation about it.
I thought that one went off Prairie, but yep, they're going to change it.
Zach Barnes will get that call changed there. One of the officials tonight's broadcast said, hey, you got a little bit better ankle, and I think this is what happened.
You want to make sure you get the right call. So
for sure.
Glad to see those 2 come together and make the right call.
McAtee mid-range jumper, and they'll retake the lead for the Hot Dogs. 13-12, under 30 to go here before the half.
That jump shot was pure. Nothing but net.
Looks like the Gophers will be holding for the final shot of the half. And it's stolen away. Vasquez Bautista the other way. She'll draw the foul against Hailey Wilson.
That looks like the halftime when we were playing Rossville the other night. Kai threw that one away. Could get a couple points.
Opportunity to add to this lead. Hits the front end of the 2 foul shots. Jasmine Rivera comes back in. Syra Flores is going to come out. Want to protect her. She's got 3 fouls.
Yep.
Good offense to defense substitutions for Coach Crawford. Vasquez Bautista gets 1 and 2 at the line. Wilson using her speed all the way down the floor. Last touch by Frankfort. Or last touch by Clinton Prairie. Frankfort basketball.
Got .6, so likely not going to get a shot off.
14-12, that's your score at the break. We'll step aside when we come back. It's our halftime show. Stay tuned. You're watching high school basketball right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
As a healthcare facility, providing top-notch care should be your number one goal. However, patient experience and overall satisfaction should be a top priority as well. You see, in addition to your patients, you also have an obligation to the family and friends who attend appointments, sit for hours in waiting rooms, or spend days at your facility awaiting a loved one to be discharged. The last thing that they want or need to be concerned about is how or where to charge their cell phone, tablet, or smart device when trying to keep loved ones up to date. This is where JM Marketing comes in. Our fully customizable charging station allows you to promote your facility or patient portals while providing a courtesy to those who spend time in your facility. Our charging stations provide full speed, multi-device charging capabilities while utilizing energy-efficient technology. And the best part? They charge nearly 100% of devices. They fit anywhere and go everywhere. A simple yet practical way to enhance the overall experience you provide, and that is a reason for everyone to celebrate. For more information, contact sales at JM Marketing to get plugged in today. We welcome you back here at the half Our halftime show brought to us by Day and Ginn Funeral Home. It's their halftime show where they put family first. And in this first half of action, Doug, we've seen the Frankfort Hot Dogs with their second game in a row leading at the half, 14-12 over Clinton Prairie.
Yeah, Frankfort came out, played very aggressively. We knew they were going to come in and play physical as well as Clinton Prairie was. And it seems like Frankfort has just a little bit of an edge on that physicality. Getting the ball to Vanessa has been the key for them tonight.
Vanessa Guardado leading Frankfort with 7 points at the half. Ella McAtee with 4. 2 for Syra Flores and 1 for Evelyn Vasquez Bautista. And if you want to talk about consistency, Doug, 7 points in the first quarter for Frankfort, 7 points in the second. They've got 14. You look at the other side, how about 6 and 6? They got 12. So if this trend continues, 28-24 is our final, right? If it just stays that way?
Yeah, that's a little weird statistic. I know you mentioned that after we went to break, but 7-7 and 6-6. So see if that continues.
Abby Swan's got 4 points to lead the Gophers. It's Hailey Wilson and Taylor Morgan with 3 apiece. Ava Shockley contributed to 2 points there as well. To note, Haven Wilson in foul trouble. She's been scoreless so far here tonight. And for the Hot Dogs, got a couple of their starting guards in Ashley Vasquez Rivera and Daisy Santos Valdez. Neither one of them have scored yet here in this one. They'll look to try to get that scoring again in the second quarter. If you're Coach Crawford of Frankfort at the break, what's your message to the girls at halftime?
Keep the intensity up. I think the intensity is really good right now, and they're holding on to the ball pretty decently right now, breaking that press. Main thing is got to execute on offense. Just got to make some shots. They've had a couple of layups that they missed. A couple of those go in, and you're up 6-8 points right now.
For the Gophers, obviously they still have the second half of this game, but Friday night they'll play at Eastern, part of those conference boys and girls varsity doubleheaders. They'll get tipped off around 6 p.m. against Eastern for these Frankfort Hot Dogs. Obviously Clinton Prairie here tonight. Then they play on Thursday. Well, they'll take on Southmont in a conference matchup, and that's their last home game of the season. They'll travel to Logansport and Crawfordsville to wind out their record or their season. I was looking at their record at 1-18, just 2 wins a year ago. But I'm looking, and they've got an opportunity. Obviously, they're leading in this one, but discount this one. Not to try to look ahead too much, but they go against a Logansport team that's only 3-15. They've got a Crawfordsville squad that has not won a game all year. So Frankfort still could improve on last season's 2-21 record.
And that's the main thing for Coach Crawford is just keep rebuilding year by year. You just want to improve a little. I mean, of course everybody wants to win double-digit games and, just to be fixed like that. But improvement every year is the thing you got to look at. And they've improved a lot just even from the start of the year as they got their team fully together now.
We'll take a quick break in our halftime show. When we come back, we'll show you the Fiber Hawk, Fiber Fast first half highlights right after this.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable! Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome upgrade today. Welcome back here at Frankfort High School. K-Serena, as we run some of our first half highlights brought to us by our friends at Fiber Hawk, the Fiber Hawk Fiber Fast first half highlights. And Doug, we saw Frankfort play really, really well in that first half of action. The Gophers right there with them. It's a 2-point game so far. But again, Vanessa Guardado, you called it. You said that's the player to watch for Frankfort. She had 7 in the first half. What impressed you the most with
I
her?
think the way she's been getting the ball in the middle has just been really phenomenal. She's drop stepping and getting to the rim, and then I think she even hit a mid-range jump shot. So really just been all around scoring at the rim, at the free throw line, and even mid-range jump shot. So Frankfort's got to keep getting the ball inside to her.
For these Gophers, they're used to being able to turn over the other team. Even though they turn over the ball quite often, they're used to turning over the other team and that getting easy run-out buckets to the other side. So far tonight, Frankfort has done a pretty darn good job taking care of the basketball.
Which has been really big for them and why they have the lead right now. They have not turned the ball over hardly at all, I think, on that press. I know they've gotten a couple of turnovers down here in the half-court offense, but they haven't allowed Prairie to get a run-out layup, which has been very big for them.
Live ball turnovers, dead ball turnovers, two completely different things, and that's where you got to pay attention to. If you turn it over in a dead ball situation, you at least get to set up your defense, and that's been huge tonight.
You know, I'll say this. Coach Scholl always says, he goes, I'd rather you take the ball and just throw it at the scoreboard, chuck it out of bounds, than just keep a dribble off your foot and let them get a layup. So live ball turnovers are a lot different than dead ball turnovers because you get to set up your defense.
These two teams very familiar with each other. It's been a fantastic first half of action here at Frankfort High School. You can see those young fans enjoying the game as having a little bit of a dance-off here. I would do that, but I'd get what they call Groover's knee. It's from cutting a rug. It happens. We'll step aside one more time when we come back. Third quarter action heads your way right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Third quarter tonight brought to us by our friends at Day and Gannett Funeral Homes. The families they serve are not just the clients, but neighbors and friends. Just as each life follows its own path, deciding how you would like to remember and honor your loved one is truly a personal journey. Whether you prefer a simple private gathering, full traditional funeral, cremation, or non-traditional service, Day and Genda will assist you with all of your options. For more, visit dayandgenda.com. Third quarter set to get started momentarily, and good look inside that Frankfort huddle. Coach Matt Crawford imploring his team to stick with it. Our cameras have covered this Lady Hot Dog team so many times, but we weren't there for the game against Taylor where they got their only win. Obviously, that was a tournament neutral site game.
Hopefully see them get their second win here tonight.
Gophers with the basketball first, trailing by 2. Haven Wilson back out there. She's got the 3 fouls. See if she can stay foul-free the rest of the way and start to get her offense going. Hiley's jump shot too strong. Loose ball. Tracked down by Nash. She's been aggressive tonight. 50-50 balls, not always something that show up in the box score, Doug, but they're huge to helping your team get a victory.
Yeah, really, really massive, honestly. Hustle plays, whoever they say who can make the most hustle plays is likely going to win the game. So Prairie got that one there.
Throw it over the top side of that zone, and then you're going to get a foul on the box out here. Watch this again as she turns into the shooter there as she's trying to land, and that's been a focus point at all levels of basketball now, is protecting the shooter's legs as they come down.
Yeah, we saw that get called Saturday night. Edwin Wainscott took out it doesn't even look like really much of a foul, but it can be a very dangerous play, a lot of rolled ankles. So I really like that, giving the shooter room to land.
Wilson misses the first of 3. She'll get number 2. She's got 4 points now. Tied for the team lead. I want to give a huge shout out to ISC's own Greg Rakestraw, named Indiana Sportscaster of the Year. That was released earlier today. Congratulations, Greg. He is the hardest working man in the business, and it's not even close. I mean, it's just amazing all the things that he does and still has time for his wife and his kids.
Yeah, he's a great guy and really talented as well.
Yep.
So glad to hear that he won that.
He has been a great mentor of mine over the years, and so happy to call him a colleague and a friend. Guardado finds
Nice
Flores.
pass.
Blocked there by Wilson. They look ahead to Swan. She gets 2 and draws the foul. Some inspired basketball here early in the third. That's going to be on Vanessa Guardado. I believe that's just her first foul. It is. Swan knocks it down. She's got 7. And now a 3-point lead for the Gophers. That third quarter against Western Boone the other night was huge.
Yep.
Guardado, nice spin. She leads all scorers with 9.
Prairie just working this thing around, going to get a corner 3. Nice box out from Daisy Santos there.
And now a foul here against Hiley Wilson. That's number 2 against Hiley. The third and fourth quarter this year have really been when the Gophers have turned it on. They average 34 points per contest, but 20 of those 34 points come in the third and fourth quarters. Now a turnover here against McAtee. She drugged that pivot foot there.
It's the right call.
Relatively young team here for these Gophers. 2 seniors that have seen significant playing time tonight, Emma Nash and Haven Wilson. But their 3 leading scorers all return next year. Abby Swan will come back for her senior season, as well as Hiley Wilson. Taylor Morgan, just a freshman.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, I know Prairie graduated, a nice bucket there from Guardado. Prairie graduated 3 college athletes last year. Claire Eckenbarger, Caitlin Beck, and Sydney Swan. So anytime you lose 3 seniors, not only just 3 seniors, but 3 really, really good seniors, it's going to be tough to ask people to step up and replace them.
Guardado leaves this one at the line, but an offensive rebound and more free throws coming for the Hot Dogs. Great job on the glass. Daisy Santos Valdez. Daisy rocks that long ponytail. It's hard to see that single digit on the back of her jersey.
Yeah.
This gets her first point of the night. Frankfort back in front with a 5-0 run.
Another offensive rebound.
Guardado back up. Rim being unkind, but another opportunity for Frankfort here. Guardado throws it away. A little over 5 minutes to go here. Third quarter action. Frankfort High School. What a raucous environment it was the other night. Doug, I remember during my high school days, there was I think it was during the regional, they had a 3-point contest. And I remember being one of the guys who came out and rebounded for the regional, and it was sold out in here. And it was one of those things that when I walked out on the floor, it was just like, wow. It was completely different being on the floor with all those people and those eyes on you. I can only imagine what it was like for you guys the other night.
It was crazy. Case Arena's, it's great to play in, even if it's empty, just come in here, just soak in the basketball history that's been in here. But to play with that many people was just a surreal experience. So glad I got to experience it.
We had a sellout crowd, over 5,000 people in attendance, over 1,700 viewers watching live online of our stream, which is just amazing. And we want to thank all of our viewers, and I want to give a special shout out tonight over at Wesley Manor to Mark Sill. He's watching the game tonight, taking us in on YouTube. So thank you, Mark, for tuning into our coverage.
We got people that support the program all over the place.
Viewers the other night from California, Arizona, Illinois, Colorado, Florida. I mean, it was just, my phone was blowing up from people that either I went to school with or that I knew that lived in other states, as this one's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by McAtee.
Looks like she had some contact there. Ref said it was all ball, but yeah, it was. Really good hands from Hailey Wilson there.
Still a 2-point game. There was a watch party going on at the Frankfort Eagles. They had the NFL game on. They had you guys on.
Yep.
It's just awesome.
It was really cool to see the community all come together to
McAtee with a run out.
To relive this moment, and pack out Case Arena. But a nice run out from McAtee there.
Frankfort leads by 4, 21-17.
Seems like any time Prairie's had a lead, I noticed that they had their third lead of the night. Frankfort's taking it right back. But a big three from Prairie there.
Freshman Taylor Morgan dials one up from distance. Now a blocking foul here, and if it's against number 11, that's number 4.
Let's take a look here. Yeah, you can see she slid into Vanessa. At first I thought she was set, but she slid into Vanessa, so a really good call by the referee there.
So the senior Wilson will head back to the bench. One of the captains on this year's squad, Guardado, knocks that one down from the free throw line. She's now 4 of 6 from the line on the evening. Gets them both. Frankfort's lead at 3.
Big game for Vanessa's got double digits now.
Yeah. First player to reach that in tonight's contest. Like the Gophers need to look for Swan, Wilson, or even Morgan here. Those are kind of the 3 that can really get things going pretty quickly for you.
Give credit to Frankfort. They've held Prairie to 20 points right now, but Morgan has hardly had any looks, it looks like, at all tonight. She's been struggling to get any sort of good look. She's going to shoot one here. But another contested shot.
Yep. Swan on the offensive glass. That one off. Wilson tracks it down, but then can't walk the tightrope there on the baseline. Another look there and just toes on the line.
Yep.
Deflected out of bounds. It'll stay hot dog basketball. Doug, I'm glad you're getting into this profession. I think it's one that's going to suit you very well.
I'm really
I always
excited.
forget you're even a student when you join me on these broadcasts. That's how good of a job you do.
Thank you.
Physical contact here is McAtee and Wilson mixing it up a little bit.
Referee's going to bring them together. Sure, nothing too crazy there. What are you going to eat for dinner after the games?
Yeah.
Friendly talk.
as a dad, when my two girls would get into it, I would just put them in one of my shirts and make them hug it out, Cooler heads prevail.
I have never been in any one of those circumstances ever in my playing days.
Never. So. We did not see a highlight from you on Saturday coming to the defense of a teammate. Doug Wood. But you didn't put anybody in a headlock, so that's good. McAtee picks up the foul here, so she had the conversation with the referee and then still got a shot in. Wilson heads to the free throw line. Gophers down 3. She's now hit her last 3 from the line. 4 of 6 from the line tonight so far for Hiley. Good form, good rotation. We got a 1-point game. That one through the hands of McAtee, and now here come the Gophers. Morgan slips the defense, and she'll earn a trip to the free throw line. I told you she's not shy, Doug. I've seen Taylor play enough this year to, she's gifted. She's going to be a good one.
A really nice drive there, and got the contact from Flores. Kind of minimal contact, but it was there, so it was a good call from the official.
That's number 4 on Syra, so keep an eye on that one. 4 for her, 4 for Haven Wilson of Prairie, and 4 for Ashley Vasquez Rivera. Loose ball, tracked down by the Gophers and then turned over. Lead stays at 1 for now. Gophers going to bring that pressure. McAtee realizing she's in a bad position there and gets rid of it quickly. Jasmine Rivera has this one blocked. Last touch by Morgan. Stay Frankfort basketball.
Nice inbound play that Vanessa is going to get a foul. That looks almost exactly the same as or a play from in the first quarter. Just very simple, sealing off her defender and getting a quick foul on Abby Swan.
Guardado is so good with her footwork around the bucket. She's got that little spin move. She's got things working from the free throw line. It's a big third quarter for her. She has 7 points in the quarter, 14 points in the game. Lead back to 2. Lead now at 3.
And she's been really solid at the free throw line as well, which has been big for Frankfort.
Still a 1-possession game, though, just 3 here. Been an entertaining night of basketball here at Case Arena. Selection Sunday this weekend for girls basketball and their sectionals that are coming up. That's one for these Frankfort girls that really just doesn't seem too fair, honestly.
Yeah, they're in a very
Rensselaer Central, who's undefeated, ranked number 1. Western 14-3, ranked. Benton Central 20-3, ranked. West Lafayette's only 11-8, but their schedule is ridiculous. They're ranked.
It's brutal.
Brutal. Timeout taken here. The final 30. Tonight's game brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles. Post number 976. They've been serving the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. It's also brought to us by FiberHawk. Now available, FiberHawk fiber internet. Super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, head to fiberhawk.com or call them at 922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk.
Been a really fun game here tonight. Close the whole way. No teams pulled away. Frankfort's holding on to a 3-point lead here.
Gophers have led twice. They had that 2-0 lead to start the game. They led briefly 17-14.
Going to get a breakaway layup here.
Swan, run out, rattles it home.
Talked about that earlier. Live ball turnovers are way worse than dead ball ones, and there's Prairie's first, I think, breakaway layup of the game.
Swan with 9 points. Now a traveling violation against Frankfort is that timeout was taken. Intensity you can see ramping up for the Gophers. So Frankfort's got to match this, Doug.
Yeah, it was a great timeout by Prairie. Came out looking really motivated, got a quick layup, and then forced another turnover. So Frankfort's going to have to match that intensity, or Prairie's going to take the lead here.
Gophers with a chance to steal some momentum going into the fourth quarter break. Morgan's three drains it. What a shot. 2 threes in the quarter. Clinton Prairie out in front by 2. And now a foul against Wilson. This one against Hiley.
Getting physical out there. Going to send Vanessa to the line for 2.
So being in the penalty, obviously, it sends the Hot Dogs to the line. And you jinxed her a moment ago. You said she's shooting really good, and that one rattles out. Blaming you, Doug. I take too much heat. She rattles one or two.
One there
you go. Back to a 1-point game. Wilson splitting the defenders. Finds Morgan. They run her off the three-point line this time, but she attacks and scores.
Nice drive from Morgan there.
Irvin's got to get it in. They do. Guardado with just a few seconds left. No shot will happen here as bodies hit the floor. 29-26. It's a 3-point lead for Clinton Prairie. They trailed after 1, they trailed after 2, but headed to the fourth. Clinton Prairie regains the lead, 29-26. Back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Fourth quarter tonight brought to us by our friends at Ardente Dental, where they offer high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Whether you're a brand new patient or you've been with them for years, they're here to serve you. Give them a call, 654-7222, or online at ardentedental.com. Ardente Dental, we bring smiles to life. I want to thank Dr. Jill Snyder and her staff for their sponsorship all season long here on the ISC Sports Network. A big week of games here locally across the network is Rossville and Clinton Central on Thursday night. Doug, you're actually joining me for that one there. It'll be done from our studio remotely. And then Friday night, the same 2 teams, only it's boys basketball action. Rossville, Clinton Central. And then we get the Bulldogs again on Saturday back here taking on you and your Frankfort Hot Dogs.
It's going to be a big game on Saturday. Had a little mic issue there, but really looking forward to that one. Got a big one Friday for us as well. Got to go to the road and face Benton Central.
Swan gets the scoring going here in the fourth, and it's the largest lead of the game for Clinton Prairie at 31-26. If you're Frankfort right here, Doug, how do you not press the panic button? That's a tough question, I know,
you just got to keep calm on offense. You don't want to rush a shot. You still got 7 minutes left. So just keep doing what was working. Get the ball to Vanessa there. She got a good look. But just keep getting shots inside, and you'll keep this game close.
Swan jumper, a little strong this time. Loose ball here, tracked down by the Gophers. This one, back rim drops for Emma Nash. And Coach Crawford going to take a timeout now. And it's a good one here as the lead out to 7. Clinton Prairie starting to pull away.
Looks like Coach Crawford's a little frustrated there. He prides his team on being the more hustle, making more hustle plays and more physical plays. And Prairie so far in this quarter has been dominating, getting every loose ball. Really the second half they've been that way. So he's going to take his time out, and I'm sure he's going to rip into him in that huddle.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County want you to know that recovery is possible. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, make sure you reach out to Healthy Communities. You can call them at 659-6063 or go online and visit healthyclintoncounty.org. They've got resources to help you or your loved one get back on track and get back on that path to recovery. I want to thank Laura Archibald and her staff. Man, they do a tremendous job here in Clinton County and even the surrounding counties. They're called Healthy Communities of Clinton County, but they do things for White and Carroll and other counties around the area, Tippecanoe even. Doug, I know you were part of Youth Rise at one point in time, correct?
Yeah, so I'm still part of Youth Rise. It's a really great organization, allowing kids in high school to become leaders and help kids who may struggle with mental health or drug abuse. It allows us to get in there, get to see their point of view and help them out. It's a really great organization.
Clinton Prairie stole the inbounds pass and then take away the rebound. Here from Vanessa Guardado, and now a foul against Ashley Vasquez Rivera, and that's number 5.
Been a tough game for Ashley. I don't think she's scored yet tonight, but we're really active on defense. It's going to be a big loss for Frankfort.
They'll counter with Evelyn Vasquez Batista, the senior. Come back in and give him a little more size on that front line. Still plenty of time on the clock. Got to start getting some stops, though, as Swan puts another bucket in.
Frankfort here, you got to stop the bleeding here soon.
A foul against Wilson. Gopher's still being aggressive. Lead at 9 right now. Hailey Wilson with 4 fouls. Guardado gets the ball back off the inbounds and went right down the lane with it. I like it. She'll go back to the free throw.
She's been very aggressive tonight, and that's been big for Frankfort, so she's got to knock these 2 down.
She's been a ball handler, a post player. Positionless basketball tonight for Vanessa Guardado.
Yep.
She'll get the scoring going here in the 4th for Frankfort. That's her 17th point. 18 now for Guardado.
I think that's a season or a career high potentially. I know she had, I believe, 17 against North Montgomery.
She had 17 against Taylor as well. So a big night for Vanessa. Morgan to the corner. Wilson,
big block.
Vasquez Batista says, not on my watch. She covered some ground there, Doug.
She did.
She was double teaming the arc and made it to the corner to get that block.
Talk about the hustle plays. That is what I define as a hustle play. Going to get ball thrown off the backboard there, but
Frankfort trailing by 7. They get the ball back here. This one knocked away inside, and Wilson's got it. She heads the other way.
And get the foul.
Good clean foul there. Wilson hit the deck pretty quick, but she got up just as fast.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't want to give up the layup there.
Mm-hmm.
Good job of keeping the foul clean. Daisy Santos Valdez picks up her first foul tonight. Wilson's free throw rims out. Haven Wilson comes back in. She's got 4 fouls, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Second free throw attempt good for Hiley.
3-possession game here for Frankfort. Got to start scoring here.
Spin
Nice
in
move.
the lane. Got it.
There's the 20 points for Vanessa.
20 spot for Guardado. It's a 6-point game. Swan gets fouled on the baseline here. Let's see who they give it to. If it's Flores, it's number 5.
We're going to give it, I believe, to Syra Flores. Yep, so that's going to be her 5th.
This one rattles out for Swan, leaving the door cracked here.
The band's acting like a student section tonight for Frankfort, getting into it.
Swan gets 1 of 2.
Nice catch from Syra Flores there.
Guardado couldn't keep it inbounds on the recovery dribble. 7-point game, Clinton Prairie basketball. Confirmed. Just looked it up. Vanessa Guardado, new career high, 20 points tonight. 17 was her career high prior. Good job, Doug, being on top of that one. That's why you love Max Preps, man. Max Preps and John Harrell. Flores, 3.
That one looked good.
Well, if that one would have dropped, might have got the Frankfort faithful up on their feet. Morgan. Boy, that one just rimmed out. She knocked down a couple of those back in the third.
There's some errant passes there.
Now available, FiberHawk Fiber Internet, super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, just visit fiberhawk.com or give them a call at 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk.
Seven-point lead for Prairie here. Kind of flipped this game on its head after struggling in that first half. Came out very, very aggressive in this second half. Got some easy buckets for them.
And they had 17, is that right? Yeah, 17 points in the third quarter. That was more than they had scored in the entire first half. That's what we mentioned at the break, is they're definitely a third and fourth quarter team.
Yeah.
Takes them a while to get rolling, but once they do, look out. So Clinton Prairie will have the basketball out of the timeout here. 7-point game, 4:19 on the clock. Frankfort bringing a little pressure. Wilson gets it ahead. Welliver's jumper. Might have got bumped on that one, no whistle. The Swan crashes the glass.
Swan's been very active on the offensive boards.
In there amongst the trees. And I've always said this about Abby. She's only about 5'7", but she plays like she's 5'11".
Yeah.
I mean, she's not afraid to get in there and bang a little bit. And a sneaky athlete, too. If you watch her play volleyball, that girl can jump.
Yep.
Her father, Ty Swan, a fantastic baseball player back in the day for Clinton Prairie, and her mom, a college volleyball player. So I think that while Ty was a good basketball player, I think they still get some of that athleticism from Mom. Swan misses them both at the line, though, leaving the door open.
Vanessa.
And Guardado continues with a big night.
Just been dominating for Frankfort tonight. It has 22 of their 32 points. Going for 23 at the line here.
What a night to remember for the senior.
I know it's not senior night, but hey, it might as well be. It's close enough, right? In 2 days it will be.
It's something to note there. That was number 5 on Hailey Wilson, so she is now out of the game. That is the primary ball handler for Clinton Prairie.
Which could be good here in crunch time, or it could be big here in crunch time. Good for Frankfort. Trying to force some turnovers here.
Her sister Haven has 4 fouls as well. She's in the game. She does have some point guard abilities herself.
Looks like she's kind of taking over that point guard role with her sister out.
Going to force Frankfort to come out and guard. So Gophers want to work some clock here. Frankfort converges. Gophers doing a good job of playing keep away.
Frankfort's had some active hands tonight. See if they can get another turnover here.
Opportunity to trap there, and Emma Nash, the senior, wisely dribbles out of trouble. They find Swan.
A really nice pass.
Slipping around that baseline. Morgan's 3, wide open and drains it. That is a huge shot for the Gophers.
Tough one for Frankfort there. Had just gotten cut to a 4-point lead. Got him his shot, but they couldn't get the rebound. Turned into a 3 for Prairie.
Coach Crawford not enjoying that travel call there. Man, the freshman, ice in her veins tonight. Taylor Morgan. She has 14 points for these Gophers. That was her 3rd 3.
And I think most of them all are here in the second half.
Guardado gets the block and about half of Abby Swan's arm right there.
Took a big swing at that ball.
Good to see Abby get up. She's all right.
Yep.
One thing you don't have to question either is her toughness. Her and her sister both had it. I remember watching Sydney at Rossville playing volleyball. She went to the floor after a ball and busted her chin, went and got stitches and came back out, or got taped up, one of the two, and came out and finished that game. She wasn't going to not play.
It's kind of out of control there.
It's that hockey player mentality, right?
Yeah.
Frankfort the Gophers with an 8-point lead over Frankfort. They got too much coffee today.
Prairie's just going to work this thing around until they get a really good look or a foul from Frankfort.
Active hands. The Hot Dogs get the steal and a foul against Nash. That's team foul number 4, so one more and it will put Frankfort into that 2-shot opportunity the rest of the way. Still one of those rules I'm trying to get used to.
Yeah. It's weird not having the 1-on-1.
Jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Frankfort. Good active hands inside by Swan.
Nice pass.
Jasmine Rivera up and good.
She can score, but she can pass it too.
Guardado with the assist.
And
now with the steal. 3 on the way.
Boom!
Buckets knocked it down. Daisy Santos Valdez. And we've got a 3-point game.
What a shot from Daisy. Her first points of the game at a very crucial time. And Frankfort's going to force another. Oh.
This one last touch.
They were going to get it there.
Last touch by Vasquez Batista. honestly, if she doesn't get a hand on it, Nash gets to it.
Yeah.
It was going to be a benefit to the Gophers there either way. A timeout taken here. Man, what a game tonight. Both of these teams back and forth. Just when you think the Gophers had padded enough of the lead, you get a huge pass from Guardado to Rivera here. And the junior and Rivera lays it in, and then Guardado gets the steal, gets it ahead, and
Santos
Valdez just says, splash, tickle the twine.
So still got a very close game here. It looked like Prairie might have started pulling away with it, but a very timely steal from Frankfort and a timely three. We mentioned Hailey Wilson's on the bench, so Prairie might struggle to break that press, and came back to bite him in the butt there.
Some of the players to watch here tonight, we talked about Taylor Morgan. She's got 14. Abby Swan's got 15. Guardado's got 23?
23, yep.
23 for her. Man, this has been fun.
It has been.
For a cold Tuesday night in Indiana, it's been warm in this gym tonight.
You know, we weren't even sure if we were going to get this game with all the cancellations, so glad that we could get this game here tonight, and it's been a really good one to watch. Heartbreaker for either team if they go home with a loss here.
One possession game. It's Clinton Prairie's ball underneath their own bucket here. Running stack play. Swan in the lane. Kick out to Nash.
I think Coach Cale Morris just wants them to hold them and wait for a foul from Frankfort.
If you're Frankfort, you just got to play some defense, right? There's a strip, but a good foul from Rivera, not allowing the shot.
Yep.
And now Swan's going to earn him from the line.
Looks like she got the ball, but her other hand was wrapped around Abby Swan's back, so that's where the foul call is coming from there.
Swan 2 of 5 from the line in the fourth quarter.
Big one there.
Big shot. She's got 16 now, I believe. I got so many chicken scratches here. I'm trying to keep track of what's what. 16 points for Swan. She goes 1 of 2. That three off
for Santos. Gonna get the foul.
McAtee on the offensive glass, and I believe the foul was what we saw earlier on the box out.
Yep.
Ella McAtee, a 64% free throw shooter on the season.
2 massive free throws here for Frankfort. First one short.
This is the first. Now this one's crucial here. You get it to a one-possession game. That one hangs up on the front of the rim as well. Stays at 4.
Just short.
So now Frankfort's got a foul. Coach Crawford asking for that to happen here. They get it to Swan. Swan goes off glass. No. Rivera trying to get there defensively. And just if she does not slap down right there early.
Yep.
So Nash with some big free throws here. They already have the 4-point cushion. They're trying to push it out further. %50 on the line from the senior captain.
100% there.
100%
big free throws for the senior.
Like Shaq said, I make them when they count. Frankfort needs a bucket. Guardado turns into the double team. She'll go to the line. If you're Frankfort, obviously clock stops in this situation. Yep. Haven Wilson just fouled out. Ava Shockley comes back in.
First one rims out.
Guardado, who had been perfect in the line, or from the line here in the fourth, is 1 of 2 here. 5-point game. Frankfort's got a foul if they don't get a turnover quickly. I believe Coach Morris took that timeout. He did. It's going to be his final 30. And this is obviously you want to set up a play to break the timeline, right? But then also making sure that they know. Spread the floor, clean, crisp passes. Let's run this clock out. Hard-fought game tonight. And hats off to whoever comes out as the victor. You know, obviously when you're looking at the schedule early in the season, for us especially with being Mulberry Telecommunications as the parent company and ISC, wanting to keep that local appeal, we circle a lot of these Clinton County teams. Mm-hmm. Got here late in the year and you're looking and you're saying, Frankfort's 1-18, Clinton Prairie's 3-16. But sometimes these make for some of the best games.
Yeah, they do.
Right?
Yeah, they do. Been a great one here. Frankfort's going to have to foul early, I think. You're 2 possessions down.
Vasquez Batista was after Swan there. They don't foul early, and now they will. Nash knocked down a couple of free throws a moment ago.
I think Coach Crawford wanted Evelyn Vasquez to foul there, but because I think about 3 or 4 more seconds came off the clock. They got the foul there.
This one back iron for Nash.
Each coach does have a timeout here, so Crawford will likely take a timeout if Frankfort scores a bucket.
This one rattles out. So 5-point game. They got to go quick. McAtee. Oh, I thought she was going to let the 3 go. Guardado. Offensive glass. Got to get it up. She'll score. But I think that's going to do it, and it is. Coach Crawford unable to get the timeout in time. Credit Guardado with the basket. Man, what a heartbreaker. 44-41. Frankfort's going to lose this one here against the Clinton Prairie Gophers. Doug, your final thoughts on this one tonight?
It's a heartbreaker for Frankfort. You can see it on Coach Crawford's face. He really wanted that win. But it's a great game, great county rivalry. Frankfort and Prairie back and forth the whole game. Once you saw Prairie start to pull away a little bit, Frankfort hit a layup and a big 3 to cut it back to 3 points. So back and forth all night long. Was a really fun game to call. Prairie's offense came alive in the second half, and then that boosted Vanessa to score more and ended up with, I think, 26 points. So it was a really fun game to watch. Heartbreaker for Frankfort, but congrats to Prairie on a good win.
Our Frankfort Eagles Clinton County player of the game tonight in a losing effort. But I'm going with Vanessa Guardado, 26 points, a new career high. I wish we had some of her other stats because I have a feeling there might have been a double-double there with the rebounds. She had some great assists as well. So kudos to Vanessa Guardado. A fantastic night here tonight for her. 26 points, even though it was in a losing effort. On the other side for Clinton Prairie, they got a fantastic showing. Abby Swan with 16. The freshman Taylor Morgan with 14. Clinton Prairie gets their 4th win on the season. Congrats to Coach Kel Morris and the Lady Gophers on their victory here tonight. I want to thank Doug Wood. I want to thank all the students behind the scenes here at ISC and Hot Dog TV that worked on tonight's broadcast from the Dolphin Dome one more time. You've been watching high school basketball on the ISC Sports Network. Make sure you tune back in Thursday night. We'll have more basketball action headed your way from Clinton County as Rossville and Clinton Central square off on the hardwood. Good night, everyone.
Colleges and universities are always actively looking for highly targeted and effective ways of reaching high school students and their families. Imagine your informational message being displayed in full color on courtesy charging stations placed throughout the high schools of your choice. Our mobile charging stations provide your college or university with a continuous flow of traffic to those who benefit from your message the most. High traffic areas like the cafeteria, commons, multimedia rooms, and concessions make the perfect places to reach a receptive and captive audience. Advertise to your alumni of tomorrow by getting plugged in today. At JM Marketing, your audience awaits.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a 3rd season.
That's right.
Season number 3 right now, isgsportsnetwork.com.
Doing a third
You can
season on
see
that show?
episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Prairie and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.